Yo, what is up? What is up? Welcome into the show. Brand new edition of Sentell live on Facebook. I am your host, the sensational Sentell Wyman, and as you can see, I am joined by a staple, a group, a faction of people today because it's college football season. We're less than an hour and a half away from the actual start. I know we had games last Saturday. I don't count that. The season starts tonight at 8 o'clock. The Ohio State University opens the season against Indiana in Indiana for some odd reason. But at 7:30, my Final Four pick, Oklahoma State Cowboys, start the season at 7:30. So we are here to talk big game this weekend. Of course, you got Michigan and Florida, and you got the big one in Atlanta, Alabama and Florida State, the number 1 and number 3 teams in the country, going to take on each other. So much to dive into today. We'll talk about the Kyrie Irving finally official trade to Boston. We'll talk about the fight maybe a little bit, not too much. This is mostly a football program, of course. But before I go on any further, let me introduce you to my cohorts. This guy here is becoming a regular, and he's been on here quite a few times. My main man, Wentz Ruich, the Greenwood's finest. Welcome back.
Appreciate it.
Of course. This guy here needs no introduction. You know his birth certificate say Jeremy, but we all know him as Hood Jones. He's back for a second time. What's up, man? Welcome back.
It's a pleasure.
I got a new cat and a young cat at that. Class of 2011. Buck at his finest. Trez Evans in this building. Welcome, man.
Appreciate
Glad you can get in here, man. Hey, you know it's football season. I got 3 guys. They just want to come be on the show. They just want, we want to be on the show. We want to talk some college football, and we're going to do that in just a few minutes. But before we do that, you know I got to start, right?
Is it the sucker of the week?
You know I got to start.
I want to hear this one.
With Sentells sucker of the week.
Come on, I'm ready.
And you know what?
I'm ready.
I got suckers because it's plural. I got apostrophe S, and I want to thank all my English teachers and my language art teachers for teaching me that fact that you got to have an apostrophe S to make it plural. Because I got suckers. I don't have a sucker this week. I got suckers. Actually, I got 6,700. 6,700 suckers, give or take a few hundred. 6,700 suckers, give or take a few hundred. The 6,700 suckers that I am speaking of are the 6,700 jackasses that bet on Conor McGregor that he was going to beat Floyd Mayweather. You people should be ashamed of yourself.
The hell I do that.
I mean, you people, 6,700 of you, give or take of you, actually bet your hard-earned money on Conor McGregor. There's an old saying, I know you guys have heard it. You bet with your head, not with your heart. See, you guys hate Floyd so much that you just, we got to have a great white hope he's going to beat Floyd Mayweather. You know we believe America. We believe. Let me finish. We believe America. We always believe in America. We believe in the underdog. We want things to happen.
Tell it.
But you got fooled. You got tricked. You got hooked with. You got bamboozled. You thought a man who ain't never boxed a day in his life was going to go in the ring and beat the greatest defensive fighter of our generation and an all-time great, a man who's been boxing since he was a baby, 49-0. You took your 600-700 people, give or take a few hundred. You took your hard-earned money. Some of them bet hundreds. Some of them bet 1,000, tens of thousands. Some of them bet hundreds of thousands. Some of them even bet millions that Conor McGregor was going to beat Floyd Mayweather. And for that, You 6,700 people, give or take a few hundred. You are Sentell suckers of the week without question. Any thoughts on the sucker of the week? I start with you.
You know what? Since the beginning of the whole fight, was scheduled to happen. The first thing that came to my mind was the old Damon Wayans movie, The Great White Hope. Like the hype, whatever. No, and it was Floyd was Damon Wayans, and Conor McGregor was the Irish white kid.
I can't remember his name.
Me neither. Terry McCullough.
The Irishman.
Yeah. And I was just like, it's going to end just like the movie. I'm telling people like,
it's a joke.
It was a joke because like the kid, like I think if I ain't mistaken, they said like 25 minutes. He don't ever, as long as he don't ever fall in the ring or cage or anything like that. So who really thought? I mean, at the 7th round, I seen then I was like, you know what? It's a wrap. It is a wrap. He can't even hold his hands up. And did you see the Ha? You ever heard of Ha Davis, the comedian, the internet?
I saw his stuff on Facebook.
Did you see the video?
No, I did not.
Oh my goodness! You know what? Check it out when it's over with. Like it was so funny. Like it was ridiculous, man. It was ridiculous. Like
you guys have any thoughts on the Mayweather McGregor fight? Did you have any thoughts you want to add?
Think McConnell. What is his name?
See, the fact that you don't know his name, there you go. Thoughts?
They saved him in the 10th round.
Yeah, of course. It's still
had stuff.
I mean, that's my own opinion because it's like,
you have any thoughts on the McGregor?
I got one thing to say about that fight.
Go ahead.
One thing. Why couldn't I catch one of them suckers?
And they was out there.
You see what I told boy on your stat?
And they were out there.
I got a couple dollars.
They were out there. I had people at work coming, man, I think this guy gonna win this fight. I just started laughing like hysterically.
It's a joke.
Like, do you really think this man gonna beat Floyd Mayweather?
Exactly.
I got one sucker that bet me. But you know what? This 6,700, give or take a few, you have made it to one of the greatest lists going around. Sentell sucker of the week. All of you people who bet with Conor McGregor, shame on you. Shame. Transition. Let's move along. NBA. The trade between the Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics has officially became official. Boston has sent Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, a first-round pick, and a 2020 second-round pick to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for one said Kyrie Irving. I'll start with you. I clearly think Cleveland's still the best team in the East. I don't think this move makes Boston better than Cleveland. On the bigger picture, though, does this move get Cleveland closer to Golden State? I don't think it could beat Golden State, but you think this move gets them closer to Golden State? Do it makes them have a better chance of beating Golden State?
In a way, it gets them closer only because I feel like LeBron now has a consistent scorer, a guy who's going, at times he takes his shots, but I feel like that's what LeBron wants because LeBron is a point forward. That's his thing. LeBron gets everybody involved into the game. So when you have a guy like, Isaiah Thomas, I mean, the kid had a hell of a season last year.
Yes, he did.
MVP. Yeah, MVP candidate.
Top 5 MVP. Yes.
The kid, he did it all. So me personally, I don't say they're gonna beat Golden State, but I think in a way, especially with Jay Crowder, he can step out and hit the three, and defensively he's a monster. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that'll help out a little bit, but I don't think he's going. I think it's a little bit more pieces that need to be added to, get them over that hump.
All right, I go to you. Your thoughts on the trade overall? What does it do for Boston? Does it get Cleveland close to Golden State? Just your initial thoughts about this trade. How does it change the dynamic of the NBA?
I'm gonna start off with this right here then, with this whole conversation. I really don't think it moved them forward. It don't move them, going forward toward Golden State. You mean, look what you lost, Rookie of the Year, potential Finals MVP. I mean, you can go on and on. Number 1 pick, 8 games, whatever he played in Duke, whatever. I'm big on Kyrie. I think outside of the ring, he the second best closer in the NBA. So
do you think that's moves Boston past Cleveland in the East?
I mean, it could, but I still like LeBron coming out the East.
Okay,
but at the same time, I don't know. Well, I just don't know. And I'm one of Isaiah Thomas' biggest fans. You know that. Well, I was preaching about the man last year. I just can't say on that, man.
Trade. You got any thoughts on the trade? Just you think it makes Boston better than Cleveland? Cleveland gets in close to Golden State. Your thoughts on the trade?
No, it don't make Boston better than Cleveland. No, it doesn't get Cleveland closer to Golden State.
I like
because
it.
I have 2 words for that: Kevin Durant. It's still no answer for
Oh
him.
my goodness, he one of those guys.
I like. Well,
I'm just being honest. I mean, you see,
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
Only good thing about my fault.
Go ahead.
My fault. But only good thing I see coming forward about them. At least Jay Crowder don't got to guard LeBron no more. He ain't got to guard LeBron, so that's good right there for Cleveland.
I think it's good.
I think if they really want to get over that hump, Kevin Love, it's time for them to ship him out. It's time.
Okay, but what are you adding for Kevin Love? Who's taking Kevin Love, and what do you want back?
I want Melo.
You think Melo's an upgrade over Kevin Love at this point in his career?
More score, he gonna play with the 2. I agree with you too.
You think?
I agree with my fella.
You think?
I agree.
Just I just feel like when on big moment, I feel like last year, Melo, I feel like his heart was not.
I agree with that. His heart been gone for
his
him.
heart, especially that everything was going on in New York.
I agree
you
with
get
that.
Melo in the first place where, come on, he want to. LeBron already said a while ago that he, before he, his career's over with, he gonna get Melo a ring.
But
I think it's that time, it's that moment. I think offensively, I feel like he'll work with LeBron better than Kevin Love.
Me too. I agree.
Now, can he rebound and what I'm saying, everything like that Kevin Love bring to the game, bring to the Cavs, I'm not too sure. But at the same time, Melo has shown that he can bang under there as a power forward.
And if they make that trade, do you think that gets them close to Golden State, to the fact they can actually beat Golden State? Do you believe that getting Carmelo for Kevin Love would make them a contender to beat Golden State?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm tell you what, let's all agree on the
I don't agree.
Let me see.
Carmelo Anthony is still a problem.
Yeah. And I think
Offensively,
Draymond Green will have a problem guarding him more than Kevin Love.
Exactly.
Cause
We talk about
outside Kevin Love, he shot. I ain't gonna say he shot more consistent than Kevin Love, but
Melo
when
can get the ball,
Melo on, he on. He had more on game than Kevin Love. I agree with that. Especially playing on LeBron.
and create his own shot.
Especially everybody play better ball with LeBron.
like the best.
But let's all agree on one thing.
No.
On this one thing, let me ask y'all this. We all say defense win championship, right? But don't we all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Defense win championship.
Yes.
But at the same time, I agree on this right here. Whether y'all agree or not, the beat Golden State, I think you just got outscored on. Because they going to play good.
You have to.
You just got outscored on. That's all it boiled down to.
I think I agree. But
you had Melo, you can get over that hump.
Exactly. I will say this. I feel like you have to do what's that? Back when the bad boy Pistons played Jordan.
You can't play that. You can't play that.
No, I ain't talking about rough. I'm talking about how they did the boxing one, how they kind of on Durant.
Yeah, but
you
you
know
got
what I'm saying?
4 guys. They got 3 guys to get. That's the problem. You can't.
You got Stephen Curry. Still.
But see, here's what I'm saying. Kind of just, I feel like that boxing, the box will kind of just keep the.
That was one guy. They got 3 other guys who can go off for 40 at any night.
I feel like just mainly shooters. I feel like
I disagree with all 3.
But go ahead.
I don't think Carmelo Anthony and Kevin Love definitely doesn't make.
You say the Jordan rule. You talking about?
Yeah, the Jordan rule. But they got more than one Jordan. They got 3 guys that can get 40.
But Durant is the
Yeah.
But think about last year.
Curry averaged 28, 10, 8.
I think.
Almost
But
over in the finals.
that's true. But I think honestly, if Durant wasn't there,
I agree with that. But he is there.
But that's what I'm saying. But go ahead. I want to know what you got. How you feel about it?
I just don't think. I don't think that trade. I don't think them swapping each other would help Cleveland at all. Both of them defensive liabilities. How much does Melo have in the tank? What Kevin Love does on a regular night basis is a lot of dirty work. Cleveland has no bigs to begin with. They only have one true big, and that's Tristan Thompson. So if you trade if you trade Kevin Love, you have one big. Melo doesn't rebound. Melo doesn't defend anybody. I think this trade it's addition by subtraction. Now, if you can give me Carmelo without giving Kevin Love, I like that move. Or even picking up Dwayne Wade would help. But it still wouldn't beat Golden State to me. They would need one more big piece to beat Golden State. But a couple of them little pieces, get Carmelo, D Wade with Kevin Love. I think they got a better shot. But this trading Kevin Love straight up for Carmelo Anthony, I don't think that gets Cleveland any closer. But we all agree to disagree on that. But let's turn our attention to why we're here. The Sentells Intel college football kickoff big game this weekend. I mentioned Michigan. I mentioned Michigan and Florida. I mentioned Alabama, Florida State. But we're going to talk about some other games that's kind of under the radar, but good games on the schedule this weekend. And we're going to start with Maryland versus Texas. Texas is an 18.5-point favorite. If you got parlay cards, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all a little secret. Take the 18 points. There's no way I think Texas covers this game. Texas, Tom Herman, new coach, left Houston, had a successful 24-4 record at Houston. He inherits a really good offensive team, Shane Boucher, a lot of offensive weapons. Maryland coming off a 6 and 7 season, second season under DJ Durkin. This game will be played. I don't know what this game is at. Oh, it's in Texas. The game will be at Texas Stadium. So, Texas, Maryland, you have any thoughts? You want to make a prediction on it? I'll hear it. But your thoughts on Texas, Maryland right off bat?
I'm going to take Texas in that game. I'm going to take Texas. I'm like you. I don't think they're going to beat them by, 18 points or nothing like that. I'm not agree with you on that one. But, but I'm going to take Texas on that one. I think just because I feel like they're going to pick up the team that Charles Strong had and everything that, I think those pieces are going to really gel together this year, especially at the quarterback position. Running back position, I feel like it's going to be like it was last year. So I think it's going to get better for Texas this year. I'm going to take Texas.
Texas, Maryland, your thoughts, winner, just your overall thoughts of Texas, Maryland.
I'm going to take Texas, but like you say, the 18-point favorite, that ain't going to happen. I like the Freeman last year, but obviously he ain't on the team no more. He's in the NFL, so I'm going to take Texas, but like you say, on the parlay card, 18 points, I'm going to take that one. I'm against it.
We're not for betting, by the way. Wink, wink. Trey, you have any thoughts on Maryland, Texas?
I think Texas, the talent factor.
Go ahead.
That's outmatched.
All right.
Them 18 points are not safe.
We all take Texas, and we all agree that 18.5 is just a little too much for this game. If you got a parlay card, take Maryland with the 18 points. Moving along, let's see who we got here. Tennessee and Georgia Tech, an interesting game that we played in the Georgia Dome. Georgia Tech lost its leading rusher, Dedrick Mills. Big time loss. Guy had 771 yards last year and 12 TDs in only 9 games. He's suspended for the year. Georgia Tech returns 8 starters on offense, 8 on defense. Tennessee returning 14 starters, but they lose a ton of talent on defense. You lose Derek Barnett, you lose Cam Reeves-Maben, and you lose Cameron Sutton, cornerback. They got a guy named Quentin Dondy as their quarterback, and as Quentin, he's not black. So just for the record, he's not a black guy. Quentin has never started. He's a junior. I have no idea where he comes from. So Tennessee, who I have told y'all from the beginning, preseason, they're going to suck out loud. SOL. Tennessee is going to stink. But this will be an interesting matchup. At first, I was leaning toward Georgia Tech, but then the running back got suspended. I think it's a little closer game, but I just don't believe in Tennessee. I don't believe in Butch Jones. And the coaching matchup is a mismatch. So give me Georgia Tech over Tennessee. Let me see what the point spread is. I had it right here.
Tennessee favorite by 3.
3, Tennessee 3-point favorite. So taking Georgia Tech straight up, so I'm good. Tennessee, Georgia Tech, floor is yours.
Honestly, I really don't even care about this game. Everything you just said everything that needed to be said.
So pick a winner.
Man, I'm just going. I took Tennessee.
Okay.
But honestly, it can go either way. I don't too much even care.
Tennessee, Georgia Tech. Any thoughts on the game or your prediction?
I'm gonna take Georgia Tech in this. For some reason, I'm like
Wayne T.
Sentell said, Mr. Wyman said, man, it's a better coach. The coach ain't even a race. It's like a rabbit and potato race. Man. So
we know who wins that.
Yeah.
Trey,
I'm gonna take Georgia Tech in this one.
he takes Georgia
I
Tech.
did take Tennessee, but I scratched it out quickly. Asked that to sit there and think about it while you was talking.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking Georgia Tech because I think that Wayne T gonna win.
Yeah.
So everybody picked Georgia Tech except for you. You took Tennessee, right?
I don't really care about that.
No, you gotta pick the game, pick a winner.
That's Tennessee.
Okay, all right.
All
right.
I was on the NFL Network with the Wolf, the lone wolf.
Interesting game on Sunday. UCLA beat Texas A&M. A lot of people think both coaches are on the hot seat, which could be true, but I don't agree with that for as Jim Moyer Jr. is concerned. And here's why I don't think he's on the hot seat. If they fire Jim Moyer Jr., he has a contract buyout for $14.76 million.
Ooh.
So unless they go 2-10 or 3-9 or 4-8, which they did last year, I can't see Jim Moore getting fired. But Kevin Sutherland is squarely on the hot seat, and he has no buyout as of right now. And the knock on Kevin Sutherland, Texas A&M start out hot and then just fade away. 2012 they went 11-2, of course. Johnny Manziel, yada yada yada. We know what happened with that. But after that, 2013 they go 9-4. They start the season 5-1. They finish 3-3. 2015 they start the season 5-0, but they finish 3-5. They go 8-5. Last year they start the season 6-0, but they finished 8-5. So they went 2-5 down the stretch. So his November record is 11-9. So I always tell people, Texas A&M early, late, not so much. Kevin Sutherland returned 12 starters, 5 on offense, 7 on defense, but quarterback's gone. Kelly Munn is in here, highly recruited freshman out of IMG Academy. Don't know if he's going to start or not. It's between him and some guy named Jake Hobernick, whoever that is. So A&M, UCLA, I'm looking for Josh Rosen to bounce back as a freshman. I love Josh Rosen. He had 23 touchdowns, 3,600 yards, 60% completion ratio. Last year, injuries, ineffectiveness, they go 4-8. He plays terrible. So in the battle of the coaches on the hot seat, sort of bowl game, A&M won a thriller last year overtime. This year it's in L.A. So A&M, UCLA. I'm going to take UCLA. I think just the establishment of Josh Rosen at quarterback. Also, UCLA returns 9 offensive players, so you expect the offense to be better than it was last year. So give me the Bruins over the Texas A&M. Your thoughts on A&M and UCLA?
I'm taking UCLA on that one. Josh, I like him. With 9 offensive players coming back and 6 on defense, and you just pretty much told all the problems with Texas and A&M. So I'm taking UCLA on that game.
A&M and UCLA.
I'm gonna take A&M in the game because, hey, like you said, fast start, slow finish.
3.5. UCLA giving 3.5. Who you got?
I'm taking A&M, like you said before. Fast start, slow finish.
Trey, who's taking A&M?
UCLA too, because I'm a big fan of Rosen. I like Rosen.
I was a huge fan of freshman year. Let's keep moving along. In a big game here in the upstate, I know we got a lot of Gamecock fans. This game will be in Charlotte. A team that I'm super high on. If you watch this show, NC State, they returned 9 offensive starters, 8 defensive starters. 8 of the starters of 11 on defense are all seniors. They got one of the best D-lines in the country. Bradley Chubb is an absolute monster. Gamecocks returned 10 starters on offense. Jake Bentley, who's talked a lot of trash in the offseason. Edwards, Hurst, they got some offensive guy, but the defense will be a question mark. They lost a returning sack leader off of defense that wasn't that good to begin with. Bentley in 7 games, 1,400 yards, 9 TDs, 4 picks. But his best game was against USF in the bowl game. He threw for 390. But Carolina allowed 41 sacks last year. NC State sacked the quarterback 36 times, and I just mentioned how great I like the D-line is. I tossed and turned about this game. It's a 6-point game. Gamecocks getting 6 points. I was on Carolina early. I got on NC State late. I was on South Carolina again. Then I was on NC State. But my head tells me, because I don't do hard, McGregor fans, bet with your head, not hard. NC State D-line is just too much. I can't see Carolina really moving the ball consistently. So give me NC State in this game. I think it's going to be a close physical game. I also think,
Well, I was going to ask you the point spread.
The
with the
point spread 6. I'll take
the point.
Probably say it. I'll take NC State with the 6. I think they win by a touchdown. So, your thoughts on NC State, South Carolina?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna take NC State, but I ain't gonna lie I think it's gonna be a close game because I've been mistaken. Which on this one, yeah, I think they give him 7 points.
So it's 7 now, but 6. Well, that's how I saw it was 6. So it's 7.
It's on the white card.
On
the white card. That's
take 7.
And see, I'm gonna take NC State to win the game, but I would take Carolina with the 7 points.
Any analysis on the game? Just
like you said, the D line, NC State. You know what I'm saying? But what's the name? I'm just not too. But it's just like I think it'll be a close game, but I'm not too sold on Carolina with the quarterback right now. I have to sit down and watch that game first to really just to buy in with Carolina. But good luck to him.
Jones, your thoughts on Carolina and NC State games in Charlotte, 3:00 on Saturday. I just found out Carolina gives 7 points. But your thoughts, your takeaway from this game?
I like South Carolina in this game.
And the reason why?
I'm gonna take Bentley, man.
Take Bentley. You buying the hype?
I'm buying the hype only because it follows a winner, but I know it don't always translate from high school to college, But
son of father.
Hey, you never know. This might be the year.
Trez, South Carolina and NC State picks, prediction, some analysis. Your thoughts on the game?
I like South Carolina, but not in this game.
Straight blunt.
Straight to the point.
I don't. Just because the defense is a question mark, and third down, it was horrible.
You wanna
Which I knew y'all.
You wanna break an analysis with that? All right, moving along. Virginia Tech and West Virginia. This should be a very, very interesting game. Virginia Tech loses a lot on offense. Evans, Isaiah Ford, Bucket Hodges on offense. But you know one thing about Virginia Tech, they're going to play great defense. They returned 7 defensive starters on a defense that finished 21st in the nation last year. Conversely, West Virginia can score points. They get the Will Grier, the transfer from Florida. He'll be there. They was 19th in offense last year, so you expect West Virginia to put a lot of points. This game is in Washington at FedEx Field. Hokies, your neck of the wood, your football team. This is your team. Josh Jackson, the redshirt freshman, is going to get the start for Virginia Tech. I want more in depth because this is your team. Tell me more about Virginia Tech and West Virginia.
Where do I start? I'm going to go start on defense because that's, our bread and butter. And anybody know, we had the greatest defensive coordinator. Bud Foster. If you don't know about Bud Foster, you need to look him up. And if you don't know about Virginia Tech defense, bump and run, straight man. And we are looking to have like the best corner duo and safety duo this season out this whole ACC, out the country and everything. So I'm looking forward just for that matchup with West Virginia, because now you get, with West Virginia being the spread offense, and in the past we have had our problems with spread offenses, but I honestly think we'll take this one. I think defense will play a big, big big factor. I think our front seven is probably the best front seven. I'm going.
Whatever you want to tell me, I'm
front sevens out there. So I'm gonna go with Virginia Tech. not just saying I'm biased and nothing like that, but I think Virginia Tech take this one though.
Virginia Tech is a 4-point. They giving away 4 points, so West Virginia getting the points in this game. Hokies, West Virginia. Your thoughts on the game, prediction, analysis? Just want to make a pick. Or you?
This the one game I don't know much about neither team.
Stuck on this one too.
So I'm gonna go back with my man right here. I'm gonna go with my boy Wentz. I'm a full big team.
I appreciate it, man, but hey,
when I was writing this down earlier, thinking about this game, I couldn't find no quarter or nothing. I ain't want to pull them more flip a corner, see what land on for what team. I'm like my man said earlier, the tradition in Virginia Tech, they always kept,
the corners,
good corners, good defense. Definitely. It's just always been in that atmosphere when you go to Blacksburg, ain't it? Blacksburg, Virginia, yeah. So I'm for his team.
So we got Virginia Tech.
I got Virginia Tech.
Winner.
I don't know. It depends on the tempo of the game. If it's a fast-paced game,
I like
West
that.
Virginia might pump 40, 50.
Yes, sir.
But if they can keep, from getting in that tempo and getting them running out like that, Virginia Tech.
So who's your winner? You got that's great. I mean, you make a great point.
I got to go with DBU. Me personally, I like it.
DBU. He said
DBU.
Virginia Tech. He say I didn't pick a winner in this game. This is a really tough game.
Like it really is.
I like what Trey just said. That was perfect because if it get high scoring, West Virginia will win. But if it's a low scoring, grinded out type of ugly football game Virginia Tech wants to play, then Virginia Tech will win. But can they keep this game in that certain pace? Last year there was a lot of high tech. Last time we saw Virginia Tech in the AC Championship game, that game was kind of high scoring. So can they keep up with the West Virginia if they let this game get to that tempo? I'm gonna take West Virginia because I know who's at quarterback for West Virginia. Really know who's at. I know him, but I don't know him. I haven't saw him on the field yet, so I'm gonna take West Virginia.
That's the big thing with me right there. The whole quarterback situation. If he can come out and not turn the ball over, I'm good with that. We got a bunch of running backs, this year, so we can get ready.
We'll be calling when the Hokies make the upset.
All right, let's moving on. We're getting close to some of these marquee matchups, and here's a marquee matchup: Dallas, Texas, 3:30 ABC. Florida Gators versus Michigan Wolverines in the house that Jerry built. This game is marred by obvious reason. If you live up on a rock, you know that Florida has 10 players suspended for this game. Which is embarrassing to say the least. That's a different subject for a different day. I really don't want to go off on these guys, but should have been a war for stupidity, and I don't want to beat this dead horse, but it's just embarrassing. You have two guys who are juniors. Two starters. The other guys wasn't important as much as those two guys. A lot of backups. 5 of them were freshmen who just got on campus, so it wasn't a big deal, but it's a big deal to me that you had a distraction of this week of people talking about suspension, and possible reporting of more suspensions. Then you have a guy in the locker room reportedly who snitched on the other guys to get them suspended, which is a way worse problem. So I am really concerned, but I would do my best to be completely objective as I break down this game. To me, this game comes down to the trenches, which most games do. 2 years ago, Florida played Michigan and got beat 41-7. So, and it was just a physical domination. So the game to me comes down to Florida's defensive line. Can you handle the physicality of Michigan's offensive line and power run game, the fullback, the 2 tight end sets? Can you handle that physical domination? Because they got dominated 2 years ago, I just told you.
Oh, yeah.
It got beat down. And conversely, on offense, because Florida offensive line handled this aggressive, mean defensive front of Michigan. I know it lost a lot of players, but Rashawn Gary is back and a couple other big-name DTs. Can you handle those guys? Because Michigan plays a physical style of football. Florida will have to handle that and deal with that. So this game, to me, comes down to the D-line. Quarterback play, Florida has a redshirt freshman. Don't really know who's going to start for Michigan right now, but I think, to me, this game just completely comes down to I think Wilton Speight will start for Michigan, but to me, this game comes down to the D-line and the offensive line of both teams, who can impose their will. I won't pick the game. I'll recuse myself from picking the games, but I'll let you guys pick the game. I just gave you my keys to the game. But I'll let you guys pick the game. Michigan, Florida, who wins and why?
I'm going to take Michigan just because what you said. I think it comes down to the trenches. Who can be more physical? You know, at Michigan, I mean, that's Big Ten football. You know what I'm saying? The trenches, you know, physical football. And like you said, that, you know, Rashawn Garrett and that defensive line are just
they're nasty.
They're nasty. They're nasty. And just like you said, can Florida defensive line handle that power offense? You know, that straight, you know, man to man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight defense. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm taking Michigan in this one.
Michigan, Florida. Your thoughts, predictions? Who wins? Why?
They lost a lot, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Michigan only has 5 total starters coming back, 1 on defense, 4 on offense. But usually in football, rotation-wise, guys, just because they're not returning starters don't mean they didn't play a lot. So the D-line played a lot because you usually rotate 8, 9 guys. So them guys have played football.
A lot
so I'm not too caught up in all of that, but that's a good point. Inexperienced guy. They got some young guys, freshmen starting at a few positions. So make your pick and go from there.
But I'm still going to take them.
He definitely you don't know what that is. He took Florida. You want to go?
I'm gonna take Florida, man. I mean, cause I'm strong on it. Like some teams can, you know, face adversity when you know, it seems like when your back against the wall, that's when you play at your greatest.
I like that.
I'm strong on it, so I'm gonna take the Gators. Even though, you know, like he said, it's just embarrassing for a 10 player to be out in the first game.
I agree.
It's embarrassing.
Well, anytime, I don't care what game.
What game? It's embarrassing. 10 players in total for the same, almost for the same exact. Well, 9 for the same thing.
So hold on, let me get this right. So you saying one teammate snitched on others just to get them suspended?
Well, that's what it seems to me like. Well, I'm suspended. Then I'm gonna get so and so. You know how you get so and so did it too. So that's what this crap. So Michigan, Florida, your thoughts on? Yeah, you got it.
I gotta take Michigan because it's a circus right now in Florida.
Oh,
and I like Florida actually. It's just that's crazy.
That's crazy. So we got 1 for Michigan, 1 for Florida. We got another one for Michigan. Like I said, I like Hood Jones. I like that analogy of adversity facing. You get together, you tight, you buckle down, and you stick with the guys who doing the right things and who with you. And we gonna be together. It's us against the world type mentality. That's exactly the mentality they're gonna need to beat this Michigan team because it's a lot of noise going on. A lot of noise. I mean, Twitter. Just get on Twitter. I'm crying wearing these colors today. I'm embarrassed as a Florida fan.
It sounds like they could have made your suckers of the week there.
Oh my God, just ridiculous to have 10 guys.
Yeah.
That's just embarrassing. 9 of them for the same thing. I mean, a credit card scam. I mean, just
I heard of it,
unreal. Well, we say the best for last, right? How else can I put this? Atlanta, Georgia. Mercedes-Benz Dome. Brand spanking new Mercedes-Benz Dome. We have the number 1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, roll into Georgia to take on the number 3 ranked Florida State Seminoles in a matchup of epic proportions. 2 of the best teams in college football. 2 of my 4 elite teams programs in all of college football. This field would be littered with so much NFL talent. There would be scouts drooling out of their mouth just to see this game. D-lines are plenty. I like both of these teams' D-lines. You talking about talent all over the field. But this is going to come down to offenses. Who can move the ball against each one of these defenses? I'm not sold on Florida State offensive line. They were miserable last year.
I agree.
Francois
was on his back so much last year. They lose one starting offensive line before the season even started. So I don't even know how much better they are. I don't like them on the skill position player. The only known commodity is Auden Tate. You got the Murray kid, but Phillips kid gets suspended. I don't know if they can establish any kind of consistent offense. And I don't know if Alabama can either, but I trust Jalen Hurts. And I know one thing about Alabama, they will be able to run the football. I don't care what D-line you put up there. And Florida State got some dudes now. They got some dudes on the D-line now. The Naughty, the Christmases. They got some guys. They did lose DeMarcus last year. DeMarcus Walker, who had 16 sacks. He's no longer there. Florida had 51 sacks, 51 sacks last year for the Seminoles, but they lose to Marcus Walker, like I said. But this game, I cannot wait. I'm looking forward. This is the second most anticipated game for me. Of course, at 3:30, I'm going to be tuned in. But the majority of the word, this is the America. Most people will be tuned in. Bama, Florida State. It's going to be to me, it's going to be a low-scoring game. And I'm kind of been going back and forth between 28-24, 24-21, somewhere around that nature. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to go 28-24 Bama. They'll find a way to run the ball. They got a stable of backs, Harris, Scarborough, and the freshman, Najee Davis. Oh, my God. Have you seen this kid? This kid is 6'2", 200. Derrick Henry clone. Yeah. But Alabama breeding these things. So they'll be able to run the football. I don't know if Florida State will be able to consistently have offense against this team and keep Francois upright. So give me Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide 28-24 and what should be a great, great college football game. Your thoughts?
Damn, man, you just told everything, man. But I'm gonna take Alabama in that one. I'm like you. Florida State, man, they got what's name beat the hell up last year.
Yes, it did.
And I'm just sold on that Alabama running that ball. That's one thing they gonna do. Whether Hurd gonna do it, or what I'm saying, the running back gonna do it. So I'm taking Alabama on that one.
Jones, Alabama, Florida State, Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz, gone.
This is a game I've been waiting on.
Yes.
For two players. I watched these kids play last year, man. Florida State, that boy Cam Akers, number one running back in the nation.
Yes.
The kid from Alabama, Najee Harris out of the state of California.
Yes.
Number 2 running back. I just want to see these boys. I might don't never get to see this again for a long time until the NFL. I've been wanting to see this game. But I'm gonna take Bama too, cause who could you just got that's who it is. Year in, year out. Bama. We know they're gonna be there. Who else?
I agree.
Trey?
Bama 31-10. France.
Woo!
We have a dirty jersey.
31-10. You are that convinced?
What about a kid, Kelly?
31-10.
Yeah.
Confident. 31-10. What, you have a score for that?
I see
a prediction on the score?
I said 28-14.
28-14, Bama. What you got a score?
I think 42-28. Bama.
Who would y'all take on the parlay?
What's the spread?
They give me 7.
7, yeah, 7.
I don't know.
I would take them 7.
You just said 31-10.
No, with Alabama.
I'm going Bama on the spread too. But keep in mind that kid threw for 2,000 yards last year, so he might be lined up at the quarterback position.
That's a good key. Hey, before we make our predictions on our Final Four and our playoff picks and our champion picks, phone lines are open if you want to get in right now. 864-378-5943, 378-5943 if you want to call 378-5943. I want to talk about a game tonight. The Ohio State Buckeyes open the season in Indiana for some odd reason. I have no idea. It's a conference game. Interesting note. Ohio State's new offensive coordinator, Kevin Wilson, used to coach at Indiana. So there's a subplot for you if you care to know these things. Indiana, Ohio State, don't really know what the point spread is. I'm sure it's a lot for Ohio State. I'll start with the Ohio State fan. What do you expect to see out of your Ohio State Buckeyes tonight? You excited about the Ohio State season? What do you think about tonight?
I'm gonna watch Dallas too, but they ain't even the topic. I'm gonna watch. I'm very interested to see her because, like I said a couple weeks ago when we was here, we were the youngest of the Power 5. The Power 4 that made it. I want to see what the newcomers gonna bring to the table.
Yeah.
For Ohio State. But I'm picking up big in this game. I'm picking up big. But I ain't gonna gotta tell y'all my prediction.
Call. Yes, caller. What's your name and where you calling from? Turn your sound down. Turn your sound down. Turn your sound down.
This is Benitez from Calhoun Falls, South Carolina.
You have a question or a comment?
Hello?
You have a question or comment?
Yeah, I do.
Turn your sound down. Wherever you're watching it on, turn your sound down.
I got a question for Mr. Paco.
Yes, you got. Can you turn your sound down? I need you to turn your sound down. Whatever you watching me on.
I got a question for Mr. Paco.
I need you to turn your sound down first. Can you turn your sound down first? Thank you. Because I can't. Go ahead. Ask the question.
All right.
Go ahead.
I got you. I got a question for Mr. Paco Jones.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Paco Jones. How do you feel about Ohio State Buckeyes going to the national championship playing against Clemson Tigers?
How would you feel about that?
It was. Hey.
Yeah, how do?
It's too early for that, man. But man, I'm gonna say it like this: I don't want to play nobody but y'all. I hate y'all fans. I hate that about y'all. And when, like I still say, if you a Clemson fan or a New England fan, you can't never come to my cookout.
I'll take it.
You can get a hot dog though, standing at the road and watch.
I get the invite.
New England Patriots, no, and New England, Clemson, you know, I don't like them.
Anything else? Any other questions?
Clemson's not gonna make it to the damn playoffs.
Hey, Mr. Paco Jones,
We'll say
what do you think about the sensational young junior quarterback starting for the Clemson Tigers?
Who you asking that to?
Mr. Paco Jones.
What do you think about Kelly Bryant Jr. at Clemson?
Hey, that's family, man. I disagree with them, boy. I think. Well, I don't want to speak on that, but you know, I got y'all already high too. If that's what you want to hear me say, I got y'all already high. I hate on Clemson on the low.
Well, we thank you for calling, bro. Lines are still on 864-378-5943, 378-5943. You want to finish your thoughts on? Well, I go to you. Any thoughts on the night's game? Ohio State, Indiana. Any thought? Anything Indiana could pull an upset, or is this going to be a beat down in proportion?
I expect Ohio State to roll 49-10.
49-10. So you got any thoughts on Ohio State versus Indiana tonight?
I expect them to roll. I'm gonna say 45-0.
Hey, I'm with you, man.
I'm gonna have a little tag on my
I'm with you. And before we move on, like I say, lines are open. 378-5943. 378-5943. If you want to call in, I'll leave the lines open. But drum roll, because we are about to announce our Final Four picks and our champion. No take backsies. It's all on the tape. It's recorded. It's documented. You can't go back and change your mind. So whatever you got wrote down, whatever you say shall be held against you in the court of law. So we'll start with playoff predictions, and I'll start, of course, on this side. So I'm going to give you 4 teams and your champion. And you also can give me a wild card team that you may think that could get in. So basically, I'm giving you 5 teams. So your playoff prediction and your champion.
All right. This year, I hate to break it to any ACC team, but there will not be an ACC team making the playoffs this year. I hate to say it like that, but I am going to put 2 SEC teams in there this year.
Wow.
One being Alabama, the other being Georgia.
Wow.
The other being Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
And Michigan, rounding out at the end.
Uh-huh.
My wild card team is USC, only because I feel like with their strength of schedule, they're going to hang around that 5-6 spot. And the team to look out for is Oklahoma State. I mean, let's face it, them guys can put us on point. I mean, and plus I love the coach, man. So.
He's a man. He's 50 now.
Yeah.
He's 50 now. So you have Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, and Michigan as your Final Four, and you have who's the champ?
Man, it's going to be Bama and Michigan in the championship game.
Yes.
Oh, man. And this is a tough part,
right? Saving Harbaugh.
But I'm going to have to take Bama in the championship game. I'm going to have to take Bama.
Outstanding. He got Bama over Michigan. Your Final Four, your wild card, and your championship team, Hood Jones.
I'm going to start saying like this. With that Bama Florida State game, I still agree on this. Whoever loses that game
still
still got a chance and positive to win out. Because I still got both of them in that. To round out my Final Four.
Yes.
I got them too. Ohio State.
Yeah, of course.
And USC. I'm picking USC.
Okay.
But on the wild card side, I'm going to still have Washington hanging around and Clemson. Because, Washington still bringing back a good quarterback.
That's right.
Jay Brown, he good.
Okay. So who was your championship game and winner?
I like us, but at the same time, I'm going to take Bama and USC in the title game this year.
And you have?
USC winning.
USC over Bama. Even though USC over Bama, I like that pick. Trez, Final Four, wild card, and champion.
My Final Four is basically the same thing. USC Trojans, Florida State, Bama, and Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
I got Bama winning it all. My wild card is Clemson, though, if Kelly Bryant could be consistent.
Yeah.
Like that. So you got Bama over who?
I have Bama over Ohio State.
I like that pick. Bama over Ohio State. Well, come to me, and I sat up all night long, and I thought about this thing. Let me start with this. I had one team consistently that I had on here, and I'm going to start with that team. Oklahoma State. I love Oklahoma State. I love Mason Rudolph. They got the returning running back. They got the return receiver back. Mason Rudolph, 28 TDs last year, only 4 picks, about 65% of completion ratio. He's from South Carolina, by the way. So some of you Carolina gang, I'm talking to you from Rock Hill. He should be on your roster. So I like Oklahoma State. They get Oklahoma at home. They get Baylor at home. And a true story, Gunner been here for a while now. He's won 10 games about 6 or 7 times in his career at Oklahoma State. They got robbed last year in the first game of the season against Central Michigan. They could have been in the playoffs last year. Now, their defense suspect, but you don't have to have a great defense to win the Big 12. You said get to the playoffs. I think they get to the playoffs. They're not losing more than one game. They'll be a Big 12 champion. I got Oklahoma State as 1-1 team. Other team is Bama. I think Bama goes 11-1. I don't even got to win the SEC, which is weird. I think they're going to lose to Auburn. I think Auburn wins the SEC West. But Auburn will have a couple of losses, so they will be out of the equation. I think Alabama will end up like Ohio State did last year, where they didn't win the conference, but they have 11-1. So I got Bama in because they can't lose. They only get one loss. They may I didn't get one, but I got to lose to Auburn. My other two teams, Penn State. I am super high on the fighting James Franklin's. Trace McSorley is back, 3,600-yard passing last year. Saquon Barkley, the second best running back in the country, 1,400 yards last year, over 5.5 yards a carry. Love Saquon Barkley. They have 7 defensive stars returning. They do go to Ohio State this year. They play Michigan and Ohio State back to back. Gonna be 2 really tough games, but I believe in Penn State. I believe in the fighting James Franklin's. They gave him a contract extension this week, so all things are happy in Happy Valley. Bring on Big Blue. We are Penn State is what they say. USC is my 4th and final team. A brutal schedule. It's tough. They play Stanford. They go to Washington State, which is my Pac-12 North winner, by the way. Washington State, not Washington Huskies. They also play Washington. This is a tough schedule for USC, but they can get through one loss. Be the Pac-12 champion, be the Washington State. Sam Darnold, the wonder kid. I don't want to heap too much praise on this guy, but we've seen the numbers last year in 9 games, 3,700 yards, 70% completion ratio. He's unbelievable. I love this kid. He's the prototype. He's whatever. So give me USC or give me Def. It's USC, Penn State, Ohio State, Bama. My wild card is Wisconsin. If you have looked at the schedule, there's no way they don't go at least 11-1. This schedule is just one of the easiest in the country. They also have a good football team. They return 7 starters on defense. I think 8 on offense. The quarterback is back. Fumagalli, the tight end. They got some guys on offense. You know what they're going to do on defense. They've been top 5 defense the last 3 years. So Wisconsin is my wild card. Anything happen to Penn State or Ohio State, they could beat them team in the Big Ten championship. They find themselves in the Final Four. Also look out for Washington State. Got to win the Pac-12 North, but watch out for Washington State. Luke Falk threw for 4,000 yards last year, completed about 70% of his passes. They return a lot of stars on offense and defense, so look out for Washington State and look out for Wisconsin with the schedule and plus how good they are. They definitely could win in your Final Four. My championship game is USC Penn State, rematch of the Rose Bowl last year. which USC won last year, and this year I gotta go USC again. Sam Darnold over Chase McDonald. McSorley. I know we got too much hype for USC because they lost some players, but they got Jones back to running back. I just like USC Sam Darnold because when in doubt, always go with the best quarterback. I think this guy is the real deal. He's legit. He is a monster. So USC over Penn State in a throwback championship game. So that's my final. That's my champion Final Four. You got there's your Final Four. Any bold predictions? It's something just bold that you want to say that's gonna happen in the college football scene. That you just bold prediction. Somebody gonna run for 2,000. Somebody can go 1,500. Heisman Trophy winner. Just anything extra you want to add. I'll start with you. Bold prediction. Heisman winner. Anything you want to add before we get out of here?
No, not really. I mean, like I said, my prediction. I said earlier, no ACC team gonna make it in the
I don't have many either.
I mean, just look at the beginning of the schedule for like Virginia Tech and Clemson,
tough schedule.
Florida State. The big team in.
I think they're gonna eat each other alive.
Exactly. It's going. I mean, me personally, I feel like I'm a Virginia Tech team, fan, so I feel like we're going to win the ACC.
You feel like that's your bold prediction?
That's my bold prediction.
You have a Heisman?
Honestly, I think it's gonna be up. Oh man. I can't remember that kid's name. I want to say what. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave him out. But Baker Mayfield is gonna be a candidate.
Yes, he threw 14 passes.
But Mason Rudolph, I'm really.
Hey, don't joke about Mason Rudolph, Trey.
I'm just saying.
Don't joke about Mason Rudolph,
Trey. He do put up point, and the kid from USC. I can't.
Sam Darnold.
Hey.
Why my guy don't get no love?
What? You got a Heisman Trophy, a bold prediction?
He been there 8 years already. It's time hit for
hey,
go.
I'm gonna say this. I'm looking forward to the kid from USL. What his name?
They played last Saturday.
You know what? Yeah.
I want to say him or whatever. He gonna be a spoiler maker. I want to see what he can do with his team.
So that's your bold prediction or that's your Heisman prediction?
No, Heisman.
That's your bold prediction.
He should be in the conversation.
He'll be in New York.
It shouldn't be, but yeah.
You have a Heisman pick?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go with the kid, man. I done picked him to win it over Bama. I think he can finish it out. I'm gonna go with Sam.
Sam Darnold. You have a Heisman pick or a bold prediction you want to make about the season?
My bold prediction is, where did Texas go last year?
They like 5-7. They didn't make a bowl game.
They'll win the Big 12.
Oh! I got to win like 9 games, maybe even 10. I can't remember. I like that. Very bold. Very bold.
I was here against USC early in the year too.
I like that. That's awesome. My bold prediction is like kind of like his. I have no team. I have no ACC teams in the playoffs. I think they're gonna beat each other alive, beat each other to death. I think NC State's gonna be really good. A phone call. Let's see. Yeah, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is real. Calling from Buck Nelly.
Buck Nelly.
Hey, first, I want to say you guys doing a great job, man. I like what you guys doing.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Great job. But second, I want to say y'all don't know shit about no damn football.
How you gonna call and compliment? Say we doing a good job. And then say we don't shit about football. Hey, you have a question or a comment?
Florida State smoking Bama. I just want to go on record and say that. Yeah, man. I want to be the one to put the flat tire on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? So Florida State, Bama, 2 times this season, and Florida State to win it all. I just wanted to put it out there and put it in the air. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, y'all guys done a great job, man. I just wanted to call, give my opinion. Keep up the good work.
Can I get a prediction? Can I get a prediction out of you? Score. Can I get a score out of you?
A score?
Yeah.
It's going to be over early. Put it like that.
Ooh, that boy's so talking big money.
It'll be over very early, matter of fact. That's going to happen to Florida State is what's going to happen to Bama, because the timing is right for Florida State with the experience and what we have to experience compared to Bama and their lack of experience. As for the back end on the defense, we're gonna open it up.
Outstanding. Well, I like the confidence, man. We'll see Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Mercedes-Benz on Florida State, Alabama. I can't wait.
Looking forward to it. Good job, guys.
All right. Hey, man, that guy was right. You picked Bama.
Exactly. Don't go back on that.
Exact opposite of me. I said Bama win.
I said Bama win. I stick by what I said. 42-28 somewhere up in there. But hey, I also said Cam Akers can get that kid's good.
I didn't get my bold prediction.
Go ahead. No.
My bold prediction is that running back Darius Geis will rush for 2,000 yards this year for LSU. Best back in college football, Darius Geis will rush for 2,000 yards this year.
From Penn State.
I got Darius Geis, the best running back in the nation. He will rush for 2,000 yards. That is my bold prediction. My Heisman winner, y'all know who I like. Mason Rudolph. I'm pushing it. But if it ain't Mason Rudolph, which I think is Mason Rudolph, I'll go Sam Darnold because if he wins the damn Pac-12 and go 11-1, he's going to have superb numbers. And the USC guys always win Heisman. I mean, since the OJ days. I mean, they've been winning Heisman since the OJ. That's what the USC does.
Wrong guy to use.
They stuck OJ Simpson. I said his name. Boogeyman, the Juice, the greatest college running back ever, maybe the greatest NFL running back ever. That guy was an animal. If you see how that guy,
the man that made the Broncos famous.
I've been trying to tell him that.
Man, if you watch OJ highlights, man, oh my God, OJ. That's a different conversation for a different day because I know you're gonna be a homer and be like, Emmitt Smith, the greatest running back of all time. Ain't you? That's what you're gonna say, right? Okay, I'm gonna long as you smart. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Walter Payton.
Kelly Bryant for Heisman.
He said Kelly Bryant Jr. might get a Heisman vote. I see Quinn Flowers getting there also. So been a great show. I'll leave the line up for just a few more seconds. If anybody want to call 864-378-5943. If not, we're gonna get out of here in just a few minutes. Any final thoughts? Anything you want to share before we get out of here?
I appreciate you having us.
Yeah,
of course. I like having y'all guys.
I appreciate that too. And to that caller, before you try to judge us and everything about, we don't know about college football, know how to criticize first. Don't say that we're doing a good job and then say we don't know nothing about college football.
Somebody's on Florida State.
Exactly. Learn how to criticize first before you try to,
Well, we appreciate you for watching. Thank you for the comments and tuning in, man. This has been Sentells Intel. You know who I am, the sensational one. For Wentz Woods, for Hood Jones, for Trez Evans. Thank you for watching again. We are out. We'll see you next time. Hit the finish button for me. Thank you. Deuces.